Hey Kids Divas, it is your girl Traycee and I'm here with a video about dry hair. Now this was requested, and because it is fall and winter, this is the perfect time to do this video. If you have not noticed, I upload hair videos every Friday, so stay tuned on Fridays for those uploads. And if you are not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. That way you can stay up to date to all of my videos. If you have curly, kinky, natural hair, dryness kind of goes with the territory. It is so much harder for our hair to hold moisture. And that is the key to having healthy hair. Moisture is the key to retaining your length. So it's very important to learn how to keep your hair moisturized. And I know a lot of people have struggled with it. Now, I personally have not had a problem with dry hair since going natural, but I really think the reason why is because I took the things that I learned throughout my hair journey over the years and still continue to apply them once I became natural. The very first tip is to make sure you're not dehydrated. Like, you can do all the moisturizing in the world, but if you are dehydrated and you're not drinking enough water, your skin, your hair, your eyes, everything will be dry. They say 8 glasses of water, but depending on how active you are, that can make a big difference. You can go online, Google it, and they have water calculators, or you can put in your height, your weight, and it will tell you the amount of water you need a day. So, because it does vary depending on your weight, etc. If you want to be healthy, if you want beautiful skin, if you want beautiful hair, you have to drink water. But since we're talking about water, there is nothing that moisturizes your hair better than water. If you want a seed to grow, you water it. And the same thing with our hair. You want to water. I always keep a spritz bottle with like aloe vera juice and water all the time, and I spritz my hair before moisturizing. I spritz it sometimes at night, and this just helps keep that hair moisturized. When you're rocking your natural hair in your twist and your braid outs and your bantu knots and wash and goes, you can spritz and refresh your wash and goes. When you go to retwist your hair, you can spritz and use water and put that moisture back in the hair. Now the thing about water is it evaporates. So once you put that water in, you want to seal that water and that moisture in your hair. Now what I use is the lock method. Now I've told you guys before, and I am not too prideful to say that when I first heard of the lock method, I was like, what in the world is the difference in the order of applying your products? Because I always did moisturizer, seal with oil. Well, the lock method is it's liquid or leave-in, oil, and then your cream moisturizer. Now when I say layering these products actually works, oh my goodness, it makes a huge difference on how moisturized your hair is and how long it stays moisturized. So I deep condition faithfully every single week. Faithfully. And I've said it in other videos, styling products are great, but I'd rather spend my money on deep conditioners because that is how you retain your length. That is how you keep your hair moisturized. You want a deep condition. Never ever get lazy on your hair journey with deep conditioning. So don't ever skip that. I know sometimes my hair will look fresh. I don't even feel like I need to wash it or redo my hair, but I am staying faithful to my regimen. And deep conditioning once a week is part of it. Consistency is everything. Make sure you are not using combs. Now, I'm going to say combs and I'm going to say petroleum and all stuff like that. It's beginner. Most of you guys know this already, but sometimes we really take for granted. And, you know, we still have people following us that are brand new babes into the natural hair community or on their hair journey. If you use comb products, the combs build up on your strands. Those put a barrier, and you can't get any moisture back in your hair. So you don't want to do that. Now, I personally have decided to stay away from combs as much as possible. But if you do use combs, that's fine too. But make sure that you are clarifying your hair at least once a month to remove any product buildup. That way it will not be, you know, blocking your hair from staying moisturized. Make sure you know the difference between a clarifying, shellating, and I think I said that right, in a regular moisturizing shampoo. What you want to use on, you know, when you shampoo your hair is a moisturizing shampoo. Something that does not have sulfates in it, because sulfates will strip the hair. Now, unless you're using combs, you really don't need to clarify your hair more than once a month. Make sure you're not clarifying too often, because sometimes we strip out the moisture, and that's why we're struggling so much to put moisture back in it, because we're constantly stripping it out. Another way to protect the hair and keep it moisturized is pre-pooing. Whatever your favorite oil is, pre-poo with that. Put it on your hair, let it sit on with some heat for 15 minutes. Some people do it overnight for extra soft hair. And then when you shampoo your hair, the oil actually keeps the shampoo from stripping the hair. So it's an actual really good, easy extra step to do to keep your hair from being dried out. Now, cold washing is something I do once or twice a week. Now, that's not something you have to do, but for me, working out, the sweat and all that can dry your hair out as well. Also, it's a good way to give your hair that water for moisture. So cold washing is a good option as well. But be careful with cold washing. And this is what a lot of people forget and don't realize. When you use cold washing conditioners that are designed to co-wash the hair, you got to remember these conditioners are made to clean the hair. And I'm going to tell you a tip on how to know which ones to be careful with. If the co-wash says that it can be left in the hair as a leave-in, that is a very gentle co-wash. Co-washes, conditioners can be stripping because of the ingredients, because it is designed to clean your hair. So some are more moisturizing where some are more stripping. If you can leave that bad boy in as a leave-in, that means it's moisturizing. If you got to rinse that out, then that's not something you want to use too often, because that's going to be exactly like shampooing the hair, where it's stripping off everything out the hair and you're putting it back in. Now, when I co-wash, I do use co-washing conditioners, but I also use regular conditioners. Like a favorite conditioner that I love co-washing with is Traycee Natural. It's not actually designed to co-wash the hair, so it doesn't strip the hair. So it just is really just adding moisture with that water. It just really works great in keeping that hair moisturized. And I just have two more tips. The next one is glycerin. Glycerin and even honey. You can add honey to your conditioners. What it does is it draws moisture from the atmosphere, from the air, which is great. So you can add glycerin like how I do my spritz with the water and aloe vera juice. You can mix it in something like that and spritz your hair. Glycerin is really great, but be careful with glycerin, because if you're in a drier climate and there's not moisture in the air, the glycerin will actually do the opposite, and it will draw moisture from your hair. So some of you are in very dry climates and experiencing dry hair because you're using glycerin. And the very last tip is the most obvious. Stop touching your hair. We remove so much moisture from messing with our hair, because every time you touch your hair, you see the oil and everything on the hair. So you're actually stripping moisture out of your hair from your hands. That's it. That's what I got. Those are my tips. I hope you guys enjoy. Again, new hair videos every Friday. I love you guys. God bless all of you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.